Good evening, y'all. What's up? It's your lady Steph. Today is Friday, July. I don't even know. Oh, today's July, whatever. And how am I doing today? I am in between okay and not too feeling good. Excuse me, y'all. I thought about my mom today. Excuse me, y'all. I thought about my mom, and it's like, technically it's like 6 months since she passed, because honestly I count out the days that she fell. So when she collapsed, that was on January 15th, and technically it's 6 months, but she actually died on March 26th. I always get the date mixed up. I don't know, man. It's still unbelievable to this day. And right now, I'm just like, excuse me, I just decided to cut this video because I'm just thinking about her like usual. But then throughout the day, I stopped thinking about her, but then it's just a whole cycle of thinking about her. Then, I get sad. Then it's to where, I just want to eat all day. And that's pretty much what I did today. I pretty much ate most of the day, like unhealthy stuff, and I'm diabetic, so it doesn't make it any better. As far as eating a lot, man, I ate bad today. I had 2 bags of small chips. I had a chocolate muffin, candy, some donuts. Like, I've been eating really, really bad today. And yesterday, I think I ate somewhat bad too. I was going to food addiction counseling, but I stopped going because it seemed like I was eating more when I was going to counseling. So now it's kind of like, that's like my form of therapy, is to eat. And I know that for sure. And I recently started going to a mental health day program. It's basically like a virtual day program. You go, you talk about your problems, you get, techniques on how to deal with your issues and things like that. How does it make me feel when I go? Excuse me. So when I first started going the first week in person, I feel like it was better, but it was the transportation that was like the problem of me getting there on time, and actually getting there, because gas is like hella expensive right now. So I started going virtually, and this week was my first week attending virtually. The therapy itself, I actually like the counselor. She's pretty cool. She's very understanding, based off of my mom's. Besides my mom's, passing, she understood the other stuff I was going through, which I won't talk about because it's like unnecessary, because the main part of my issues is my mom and identity theft. That's another factor that plays into my situation besides my mother and relationship stuff. But anyway, so I'm still going through the process of like finalizing all my like reports for the identity theft stuff, and it's been a lot because I've had to do pretty much everything on my own regarding the identity theft situation, and that in itself is very, like, not to say it's depressing, but it's just hard. Like I get a lot of anxiety because it happened, online, at my old apartment online, yeah, that nobody would never believe. It's just that it takes a long time for me to put stuff together, like all the documentation and stuff. So being that, I had to go through like hoops and hurdles to get my website back. It was just so much stuff that I had to go through to get back my accounts. And luckily I was able to get back my website. If I wasn't able to get that back, I would have pretty much lost my domain name, and it would have been a living heck. But I did lose one of them, which was something that wasn't really that I was using it like that. So that one was let go. But anyway, therapy wise, one of my therapists, like my main one, she told me to go outside, and she was the one that actually told me to go to a day program. But besides that, she's telling me to get out and all that. I know that. But I deal with a lot of, anxiety social-wise. And so that's pretty much is my struggle through all of this. But my whole goal, because I actually do get out for entrepreneurship stuff. So being that right now this website is my blog, so you watch this video on my blogging portion of my website. My goal is to spotlight Black-owned businesses and pretty much, promote Black-owned businesses on my blog. Y'all, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, like I was saying, with my social life right now, I'm mainly, working on my website and pretty much promoting, my website right now. The options to get local, people to come to my website or whatever. So that's just one idea that I have. And, it takes a while to make money off of your website. I mean, you have to really put in the time and the work and the effort. And I'm willing to put in the hard work. Like, I'm willing to do that. Because when I had a job, I was basically putting in the work to, make money for somebody else. Why not put in the work for myself? You know what I'm saying? Because within the next 2, I plan to do interviews. Like, I've already done 2 so far on this website, on the blog. And then I just did another one, like, yesterday, an interview. But I have to edit the video, you know what I'm saying? And actually, I'm actually done with the video. I just have to upload it and edit it, like, write the blog on it and stuff like that. But, I just feel like it takes time. And, like, right now, pretty much I have all the time in the world. Honestly, I have all the time in the world, like, for the rest of my life, honestly, to do it. So, with a video update on how my weekend was and what I've done, hopefully I could get an interview scheduled with one of these Black-owned businesses. I'm going to go back on TikTok and try to find some more, business owners that would like to be interviewed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've actually done a good job of finding 2. I just took a big risk and just reached out to them and went up to their companies and introduced myself and just started filming. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead in this video, but I just want to, do a little check-in or whatever. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.